Forget the profit margins. This is talk about health. And I think that is where we are different than all other companies is you're generally gonna come buy a healthy smoothie that is good for you. With no added sugars, no fillers, none of that junk. I basically noticed other smoothie bars pretty much just giving syrups. And I think the whole purpose of a smoothie is so that when you're done working out, you wanna give your body those proper nutrients.
All right, what's up, everybody? Today we got a special guest. We're at UFC gym, and we got Derek, a longtime friend of ours, who started off with a food truck, and now he has a smoothie bar. He's got 2 locations at UFC, and he's looking to expand. So, without further ado, Derek.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's up, brother?
See you.
How's it going,
Hey,
Derek?
guys.
Yeah.
For having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I'm really excited. You know, it's been a long time coming. And, you know, we've been in talks for a little while about having you on the show.
Yeah, it's not really a lot of time.
Yeah.
Time is definitely in industry an issue.
Yeah.
But it's an honor being here. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, for sure. So, we know that you got the smoothie bar, and you started off with the food truck.
Yes, I did. I started off with a food truck. That's a struggle, especially Miami.
Yeah.
There isn't really a lot of information that helps food truck owners start. It's just one of those things you basically got to go out there and learn. So I think I want to go over a little bit of information to help others in that type of section of food trucks. For instance, permitting, licensing. Anyone who's starting off, getting into food truck life, give yourself about 6 to 12 months of you probably not going to make any money. Because it probably is going to take the state probably 6 to 8 months to give you that license. So if you're not prepared for that, I've seen a lot of people try to wait for that, and then they don't end up making it. So you got to give time frame from that. You also need to find out who's going to be your commissionary. What is a commissionary? Basically, you need to have a restaurant or a shop or somewhere where you're going to dump your waste. Now, again, these are things that you got to learn the hard way because no one's going to come out and tell you. So you need to get together with a restaurant, a facility, somewhere where you can dump your waste, or you can get your permit. So you have people that go ahead and invest in a food truck and then have no commissionaries. They get stuck.
So how'd you go about that situation?
So I went about that situation by basically, at the time I owned a little restaurant, a meal prep restaurant. So I used that restaurant as a commissionary that I was renting the spot to dump my waste. But it will still cost me monthly to dump the waste.
Yeah. And what was that like? What was the monthly cost?
At that time, I was paying about $12 a month. But I had a little kitchen as well.
Yeah.
I would go there, dump it. That's who, or inspect the facility as well.
Yeah.
Another issue too that I see with food trucks is where do you park? It's just one of those things. Food, I believe, is a little more difficult than smoothies. As owning a smoothie truck, there aren't a lot of shopping centers that sell smoothies. So you can basically go around parking anywhere you want and just sell as much as you can. So someone tells you something.
And what do? They just give you a warning? They tell you, oh, you
honestly,
can't be
I never had an issue with law enforcement. Only in Wynwood are they very strict. But as far as around Westchester, Kendall, Dade County, they don't care. Just go sell. If someone tells you something, then get out. But unless you take that opportunity, you're not going to make any money if you just wait around, sitting at home, hoping someone calls you or someone's going to give you a spot in a food truck. For some reason, food truck parking, Miami-Dade County is a very large liability. No shopping centers really want to help food trucks because of past liabilities.
I think it's interesting that you brought up Wynwood because I actually had a friend that was trying to set up shop there. So you've tried going to Wynwood before?
I have. Again, city, the permit's very expensive. I mean, the permit is like $900 compared to the permit of Dade County. The local business tax is only about $150 or $100. So you got $900 versus $100. You also have the city of Miami. They have no idea of food truck regulation whatsoever. One day a cop can tell you that you can't park in the spot, even though you have permission to park in the spot. You got to do basically what the law enforcement tells you to do. City of Miami.
Wow, if you're with the permitting.
Even with the permit. They don't know There's not enough regulatory there. They definitely need to fix that.
So much bureaucracy going on.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a cluster.
It's a cluster.
Damn, bro.
So pretty much, you gotta be working for those 6 to 8 to maybe even 12 months. If not, you're gonna go out of business, or you're not even gonna be able to launch.
Exactly.
So that's what you were explaining, right?
Pretty much. You have to have enough capital for those situations
Yeah.
and time.
And it was a tough time. It must have been a tough time for you, huh?
It's a tough time. Owning a food truck, I think, me learning is I would hop from gym to gym.
Yeah.
Obviously, with bars at gyms that don't sell smoothies, and you're gonna run into a lot of managers that, even though the gym doesn't sell smoothies, they just not maybe in a good mood and they're gonna come kick you out. So you kind of just have to, pack up and hit the next gym, and hopefully you're lucky enough to find the right gym manager that generally wants to give, good products to the members.
To the community, and to the
community, yeah.
shopping center in general, because
Exactly.
there's people that it's not convenient for them to sit down and get a plate. They want to grab a quick smoothie,
Exactly.
And what I like about your smoothies is that they're fresh, that your products are not syrups.
Definitely, that's how I started this. I basically noticed other smoothie bars pretty much just giving syrups, and I think the whole purpose of a smoothie is so that when you're done working out, it's hot outside, you want to give your body those proper nutrients. We're not going to give it crap, because that's what all these other competitors are doing. It's high profits, but they just want the high profits and not good for the consumer. And I think that's why I came in. I kind of believe I've changed the game in just giving people legit healthy smoothies of what they really need. Forget the profit margins. Let's just talk about health. And I think that is where we are different than all other companies, is you're generally gonna come by a healthy smoothie that is good for you, with no added sugars, no fillers, none of that junk.
Yeah, and you know what? To that point, health is trending a lot lately. A lot of people want real ingredients in their food and in their drinks. So I think it's actually a great idea that you're going in. You've been in that direction.
I have, yeah.
And not just real, food, but no preservatives as well.
Exactly.
Because that tends to bring unwanted bacteria.
It's an exploding industry right now. Definitely, a lot of consumers are going towards higher protein diets nowadays. So, what's your take on that?
What?
Consumers going higher on higher protein diets.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I think
this country's leaning towards higher protein.
I think there's definitely people are skeptical about protein shakes when technically, if you have a legit protein shake, it's a meal replacement.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're doing. You want to, if you're not eating very good and you like to have a lot of cheat meals, definitely a smoothie should be your go-to. It's gonna be filling, it can be healthy, and it craves that appetite, that craving you have.
Yeah, that craving, yeah, for sure. Whenever I have a craving and I get a smoothie, I don't feel like eating junk anymore.
It's good.
That's true. It's true. Sometimes you might want to get like a pizza, or you're trying to get away from that diet. The smoothie is actually a great way to pivot on.
It's a great option, especially at Derek's, because like we said, it's real ingredients, it's great food, it's quality food. So it's almost as good. It's just as good as getting that chicken, that bland chicken and rice that a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of people who are serious about their health and serious about gaining muscle. You got that. You got both ends of the spectrum. You got the health source and you got the muscle building source.
Exactly.
So what I wanted to ask you next is, what are you looking to do in your business venture? Are you looking to scale up? Are you looking to franchise it?
So currently, right now, hey, thank you so much, man.
Oh my God,
Appreciate that.
thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Check it out, smoothie, and the sticker and everything.
Salud.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Delicious, Diana.
Amazing.
Shout out to Smoothie Squad. So to your point, what were you saying?
So, I started with a food truck. Basically, going around, hopping around town. Finally, someone noticed how good our product was. Ended up getting to UFC corporate after I did a few events for them. And that's how I acquired the first gym in Pendle and 107th. And as I've already been there almost 2 years, what I've learned is that the consumer is finally noticing the benefits of our smoothies. word keeps getting around. Now I'm in a second location up in Pines, Plantation UFC. Hopefully Pines is next. Hopefully that's coming next year.
Yeah,
or maybe
Pines.
the end of this year.
Yeah.
So you got Kendall and you got
I'm in Kendall UFC.
Plantation.
I'm in Plantation UFC, and then hopefully they give it to me. I'll hopefully be in the UFC Pines.
I remember you were in Doral for a little
Yeah,
while.
you
What
got
happened
some
there?
pictures.
So
there.
Doral doesn't have a smoothie bar. That is the only location where I take the food truck.
Yeah, that was actually a great experience. I wish you could have stayed in that location, bro.
I know.
because It was amazing.
Yeah, the landlord there is definitely a little difficult.
Yeah,
It was a great spot. We had built a little outdoor oasis,
yeah,
but things don't always go as planned, and
Yeah.
individuals don't get
Yeah.
along with certain things. But
Maybe we'll create a petition and we'll get the landlord to see this video and to see if
Yeah,
we
I
can,
know, right?
we'll get as many comments and likes on the
Yeah,
video
definitely.
as possible, so we can potentially have a food truck out there.
Yeah.
Because I've been to the UFC Fit Doral. It's a great
It is.
location.
It's a beautiful gym.
And what is so disappointing is that you can't get a great smoothie after your workout.
yep.
You know,
Yep.
because I'm always looking forward to having a great meal at hand. You always want things as convenient as possible. So I think it's within their
the best interest for
their
sure.
best interest.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And Doral is a great location. I mean, I've had my experiences in Doral. I love the Doral community, and
Whoever is watching this, if you're sitting at home and you don't know a gym to choose, definitely take a look into UFC. I believe there's a lot of people that think that it's just a fighting gym. It's really not. There's a beautiful facility that has everything for every gender, for anything you're looking to do. This is the gym for you.
yeah, we got
Straight
weights, we got cardio.
Everything here, man.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
beautiful
a
gym.
complete gym. It's a complete gym.
It is. And the vibe here, the energy, in my opinion, is no like other gym. You come here, you get yourself done, amazing energy, you can feel it, you're gonna feel the pump. After you're gonna
Okay. So what's the origins of your fitness journey to get into the smoothies and all that?
So, I've always been into health and fitness. I've always wanted to just look good. I've won a few bodybuilding shows, bodybuilding, and loved it. Just felt like it wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I just really genuinely like giving genuine products to customers. I think that's my niche. And yeah, man, that's how it's basically been. I used to own a meal prep company before this, so I've been in the food industry. Definitely want to get out of the food cooking.
yeah.
I figured smoothies, acai juices, wraps is just the easier way to go.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Damn, pretty cool, bro.
It's good. We're going great, bro. Like I said, bro, are you looking at franchise? Or are you looking at?
I mean, maybe one day I don't mind franchising. It's finding. I'm very big on quality, and what I've noticed in a lot of other franchises is you may go to one location that the food tastes amazing,
Yeah.
but then you hop over to the next one and you're like, what happened here? And I kind of fear for that, as me keeping an eye on all of them. I know the quality is going to be perfection. The cleanliness here, everything here, you can if you just take a look behind the counter, there's no syrups, there's nothing on the floor, because everything is so clean. And I think if you start outsourcing too much, too fast, I definitely think quality.
Yeah, you're gonna lose some of that quality control. Yeah, that's the thing with franchises at times, I mean, you gotta build a great foundation and have some great managers in order to keep up with that. But it's definitely a challenge for sure when it comes to any business. So,
Speaking about challenges, everybody knows how much I love my GTR. I mean, my Challenger. What's up with your? Wait, let's talk a little bit about your GTR, bro.
The GTR is not there anymore.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah, it's not there anymore. But let's talk about the build, and let's talk about how incredible the car was, bro.
that was another beast. The GTR is an amazing machine. I'm so blessed that I was able to own one.
All-wheel drive.
I was so blessed I was able to own one for 10 years. Had 1,000 horsepower. Amazing machine. I love
1,000
GTRs.
horsepower. Was that to the wheel, or was that to the
No, that
crank?
was to the crank, and it was
Okay,
had
okay.
about 875.
how'd you get that? How'd you get 1,000 horses?
So we had I upgraded the turbos. I built the transmission. I went full bolt on, poured a manifold. Basically, I had everything to the point where you just don't build the top end yet. But everything else, and again, it reaches 1,000 horsepower only at certain peak RPMs, so you don't end up blowing the motor.
Yeah, for sure.
So you were heavy reliant on the temperatures outside, or what?
That's the boost. There's certain configurations the tuner can do to program it to hit that peak power at only certain RPM, so you don't risk blowing the engine.
Yeah. And bro, shout out to the GTR guys
shout
out there.
to GTR. I love GTRs.
Yeah. So are you gonna get back into a GTR when if they
I have
continue?
my eye on other things. I really want to maybe own the newer Z06 or Z01.
Oh yeah.
But again, with certain things in business, you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
That's why GTR isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
You have to take the GTR, sell it. After COVID, business is really bad. Take that money and just keep the business growing without having to fail.
Yeah.
You either have to, there's certain you're gonna run into certain challenges in life. You have to make certain decisions. Are you mature enough to,
Make those sacrifices.
make the sacrifice, sell the GTR, and
Yeah.
keep that business going?
Yeah. That's the thing
And
about
look at the
business.
bigger picture.
Yeah, in business, a lot of people, there's a misconception when it comes to business, bro. A lot of people think that they're gonna make money as soon as the business opens.
Definitely not.
But you're operating at a loss for quite a long time,
You are.
I think the average business operates at a loss for like 2 years, 2-3 years.
I think after that, I think what a lot of businesses don't take into consideration is, especially if we live in Florida at the moment,
Yeah.
what I've noticed, every year the minimum wage has gone up. Now, I have no, business owners, we don't have a problem with that. Except when minimum wage goes up, it's not just minimum wage. All the taxes go up with it. So if you're giving $1 extra every year, it's really not $1. It's dollars.
Right.
Because now you gotta add more taxes. So I see a lot of businesses lately, honestly, a lot more failing. And I think they're just not budgeting right. And having that capital to hold yourself up for those couple years, that it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Well, just in the shopping center alone, look, Frank Pepe's Pizza is amazing pizza. I used to go there all the time. That recently closed. You would never thought they were closing, but they can't afford the rent. They couldn't afford probably the labor. It's just
Well, Florida in general is going up.
Florida in general.
Yeah.
And I think that it should be really looked into, because you guys notice we got Burger King's closing, Wendy's is closing. How many basically businesses are you seeing there that you pull up on a Sunday that was there a week ago, and you pull up this Sunday and you're like, wow, closed. We've all seen it.
Yeah.
So and if you live in Miami,
I think that goes to the point where I was talking a little earlier, that consumers are shifting more towards healthier food.
yep,
That seems to
definitely. That's why you see a lot of those closing.
Yeah.
Then you also have inflation. The cost of goods have gone up.
Yeah.
There's a thing I noticed the other day. I noticed that everyone goes out and goes drinking alcoholic beverages, but no one ever really complains about the cost of the alcoholic beverage. And we're in Miami, Beach. We're used to seeing $40 for pretty much a Jack and Coke, right?
Right.
But people will question the cost of a healthy product. That's probably gonna be way cheaper than that one little alcoholic drink.
Yeah, for sure.
So
100%.
I definitely think inflation has played a big role as far as fruits and everything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you go to a bar and you see a lot of guys buying drinks that are jacked up like 40% compared to the same drink you'll get at the gas station. They don't really make a complaint about it, but they're not investing into their bodies.
Exactly.
They're not making the right investments. And you got great prices, by the way. Your prices are great.
I mean, I think for what we give,
Yeah.
I strive for giving everything organic fruits, and that is expensive.
Yeah.
It just is. If all you gotta do is go to the grocery store and take a look at organic fruits,
Yeah.
they're expensive.
I used to work at a Smoothie King, and I actually became the manager at 18 years old. I was a manager of a Smoothie King and I noticed that the products aren't nearly as good as yours.
Appreciate that.
And unfortunately, the guy went out of business because the guy didn't really run the business.
Oh, you're talking about the is this
on
the
40th.
40th. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was the manager.
I was the
there.
one across the LA Fitness.
Yeah, I was the
Wow.
manager. Yeah.
See that? Even Smoothie King didn't.
Yeah.
A Smoothie King failed.
Yeah, Smoothie King failed, and I think you're just doing a great job because you go above and beyond, bro. You're just a real entrepreneur, bro.
Appreciate it.
You're going out of your way. I see you go to parks. I see you advertising. You're even putting on the banana suit. You're going out on the street, and yeah, there's certainly an admiration for that, bro. I like that, bro. I like that that drive that you got. That's why I needed to bring you on the show and show you guys, show the audience what a real entrepreneur is like. Somebody who fought against the markets when they were going down and pushed a great product. He's not pushing trash. He's pushing a great product. And hopefully, who knows? Maybe me and Kevin will get that gym open and we'll be able to.
So I would love to put a smoothie bar in your guys' gym.
I'd love to have it there, bro. I'd definitely love to have it there. I think that'd be a great idea.
I think there is one more category I would like to talk about, and that is grease traps. Now, you're probably wondering, what's a grease trap, right? I'll tell you what a grease trap is. So in Dade County, a few years ago, they passed up all facilities need a grease trap. Now, the facility now needs to have installed a grease trap. How much does a grease trap cost? $40,000, $50,000, even $100,000. So if you're at home and you're thinking about opening a food facility, smoothies, any type of food, make sure that facility has a grease trap, or you can run into problems that I've run into in Kendall of not having a grease trap. We sell smoothies. I don't see why our location would need a grease trap, because you would think of a grease trap location as a Hooters or Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
A definitely location that produces a lot of grease. You would think that they would be required to have this grease trap, but no. In Dade County, they're not seeing it as that. Every facility needs to have that grease trap. So I definitely, if you're looking to start up to get into smoothie business or any type of food, do your homework on the property. Make sure that landlord installs the grease trap for you prior to you entering, or you're gonna have issues with the county.
That's a great tip. That's a really great tip right there. What other tips do you have for entrepreneurs? 'Cause I got another friend. Matter of fact, I went to a food truck. Chef Tabos. He's trying to get into the restaurant business, bro.
Yeah, Chef Tavo's, great food. I would definitely say, he right now he's operating a food truck, so he's getting away with not having the grease trap. I would definitely say if he's gonna look into that, look into having a grease trap.
Yeah.
I think, I think owning a food truck and getting into a restaurant, there's pros and cons to everything. And food truck life is a different life. You could boom if you hit it, or you can get into restaurants and you have what's it called? The other food truck that started off and now is in location. It's Apocalypse Barbecue. He started, now he's doing it. But you gotta be very careful with budget, capital, and time, because I've seen a lot of food trucks go into a restaurant, spoken to the owners, and they regret getting into restaurant life.
Really?
Yeah.
And what is their main concern?
Rent.
Rent. Yeah, rent's a lot higher for sure than a food truck. Yeah. Normally a food truck would cost you what, like tens of thousands of dollars?
Tens of thousands to start. Now you're talking about a restaurant.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're not gonna open up a restaurant in Miami.
Yeah.
Probably for less than $250, $300
Yeah, you're in the
minimum.
hundreds. Yeah.
You're in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, definitely appreciate you having me on the show.
Of course, man.
I don't know if there's any other more talking points that you wanted to reach to the audience.
No. What do you guys think?
I think we covered it. I think we got enough. I mean, we can definitely do another.
Yeah, we'll do.
How much time did we spend on this one? Do you know? I don't know.
We'll definitely do more episodes. How about this? If you guys at home are watching this and you want to know more about restaurants, smoothies, or anything, shoot a comment down low. We'll talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll put all your links in the description. And
we'll do it.
That's
all right,
the
thank
show.
you guys for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate this. We'll do it more often.
Yes,
Bye,
sure,
everyone.
100%.